began 3.5 months ago has all built for this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Houston Cougars, taking on a playoff team from last year, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Look out, room to run here. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Breaks free. And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42. The Cougars will try to keep this drive moving. He'll hand it off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Cougars looking to use the up-tempo offense here. It's the running back in the flat. They make the tackle inside the 30. It'll be first down there.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Stop right there at the line. No gain. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looks to the left, pass caught. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's third and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
Very efficient on third down, and now it's first down and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, BYU. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting, slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion, just masterful execution on that drive.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he's got a crease here. Look out. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! A kick return all the way for a touchdown with a conference title on the line. He's never going to forget that.
Yeah, he'll never forget this. You're right. Conference championship, huge stage. Everybody's watching. Great blocks up front to get him started. And then it was just raw speed and instincts to take it to the house.
Lining up to try the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So the BYU offense comes back out of the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll stop him after a short gain. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks loose at the 40. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
A completion makes it second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his back. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Moves out of the pocket. Deep ball back to the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
And the Cougars will look to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. On the move now. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He finds the running back in the flat. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. A fun conference championship battle in the early going. Deadlocked at the end of the first. Let's check out the stats real quick. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The Cougars will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
They stop at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive.
Chris, everybody in the stadium, including this defense, knew they were going to run the football just to get it away from the shadow of their own goal line. What's amazing is they were able to pop a big run like that. And if you're the defensive coordinator, it's got to be one of the most frustrating things. But let's give credit to the offense. They blocked it well and made it happen.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Nice grab. It's Hunt. Great move there. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they'll check him out. First down and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. And it's caught for a huge pickup. They're down inside the 30 now.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the first down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Breaks into the open. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play to take away and a huge gain on the return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll look to throw it here on second down. He escapes the pocket. Just trying to get rid of it. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's not going to bring out third down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
BYU getting set with a first and 10 now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab made by the tight end. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Second down after that completion. Looking to throw yet again. Running back grabs it on a screen. Now here he goes. End zone ahead. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Brigham Young.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Caught in the backfield. It's Hunt.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times,
quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
He'll hand it off. Just trucks the man. He's stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Usually with a quarterback sneak, the worst thing that could happen is he gets stopped for no gain. This guy's trying to make something happen that's not there, and he loses yardage on 3rd and inches. Now we got 4th down.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Trying for a 4th down completion. Flips it with the running back, but he's got work to do. Looks like Houston will have the 1st down.
What a job by this quarterback here on 4th down. Had to survey the defense, eventually just goes to the check down for the running back, moves the chains, and keeps this drive going.
The pass rush closing in.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
2nd down play coming up. Trying to find room. It's Ward. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
1st down here for this offense. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Bringing pressure. Breaking free at the 35. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air. We can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. We'll start at the 25. Less than a minute remaining on the 1st half clock. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Fires it to the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his 2nd touchdown alone here in the first half.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Deep shot toward the end zone. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Minter's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Cougars will kick this away to start the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Houston's offense heads back out of the field now. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the 3rd quarter going. They get the second half started with a running play. Jukes to get free. They'll tackle him at the 27.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, but really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. He gets loose.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. He's running out of time here. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. And now the running back's got it again. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. Houston has moved into the red zone. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. The gain is not enough for 1st down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the wheel to go for it on fourth down. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. He's looking to throw. The receiver grabs it. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Crucial third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. Looks like BYU will have the first down.
Third and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that throws the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a first down.
Throw to the running back in the flat. He's found some room at the 45. He's in the clear. Past the 20. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent? This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
Makes a quick grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU. And they jump on top here in the second half. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage curtain, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting it in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Hunt. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark. That completion makes it second and medium. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. As BYU in the lead. We reach the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He finds some space. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looks like he's going to run it. Looks like Houston will have the first down.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Taking a shot deep down the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Pitch made on the left side. They get the 3rd down conversion. First down now from the 37.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. Contact as he let the ball go. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
And they'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs.
Oh, so close to executing here on a 4th down play in the 4th quarter. You're only down a possession. Now you got to rely on your defense to come up with a stop and get your offense back on the field.
Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. The last drive of the passing game, very effective. Moving right down the field. Breaks into the clear. No tight of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Gets an out route, the catch made. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And that pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the
offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Here's the second down play. Into the clear. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
BYU has now moved into the red zone. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Leaning on the run game here late. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, third and long. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, BYU.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. On the move now. Pass rush finally gets home for a sack. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. He knocks it through with confidence. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. Time running out in this conference championship game. This is a desperation drive right here. Got to score. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep for the right side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, they don't connect here.
but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's another deep shot. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and another incompletion.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking deep for late-game heroics. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. Up by 2 possessions here. They have a chance to put the game on ice right now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
2nd down after that previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The receiver makes the catch. You bring him down after a short gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Let's it fly to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. The game is in hand here, but the offense looking to inflict more punishment here in the final seconds. Looking for a receiver. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Brigham Young. In a conference championship game, this quarterback, this receiver, having a performance we are never going to forget, Kurt.
You know, at this point, I'm just kind of sitting back, just enjoying it. I don't even know what to say from an analytical standpoint because it just keeps happening over and over again. But it sure is fun to just sit back and watch these guys execute.
Thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
Here's a quick screen to the receiver. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. It is intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
The offense will begin now with excellent field position. Looking to throw it on first down. Takes a shot at the end zone. And that one's picked off. What a play. Could take it all the way. He just goes down, and that'll do it for the ball game. What an amazing run these guys have